Wisconsin Wine Guy, back again with another wine review. Got my Hades cork in, let my wine breathe or just open it up. This is a wine, well, first of all, check out that label. But for those of you who are new, these are wines that you can find wherever you shop for wine, grocery store, liquor store, wine shop shelves. I go through, peruse the aisles, sometimes the discount basket, the bargain shelf. Pick out a couple of wines and give it a taste and give you my opinion, what I think about these wines. I rate these wines very simple. The infamous thumb rating system. How easy is that? Thumbs up says I recommend that wine. It's a pretty solid wine, and I think it's a very good buy. 3/4. Wow, I have this wine. I will share it with my friends. Hope you share with your friends. I'll use it as an everyday drinking wine. Halfway. Ooh, wow. There was something about that wine that didn't work for my palate. Doesn't make it a bad wine. It just didn't work for my palate. Thumbs down. Well, that's always an easy one, right? Right? Okay, there you go. So, synthetic cork, all right? This is a non-vintage Merlot. For those who remember, I think the last video I did was a Merlot. Those who remember, when it comes to Merlot, I'm a Merlot drinker. I am a Merlot drinker. Comes to Merlot, we have this level. We're talking about, just ripe and fruity, soft, silky tannins, easy to drink, okay, but balanced, okay, balanced acidity, balanced fruit. Then we have the second tier when it comes to Merlot for me, mid-range, subtle complexities, good structure, to it as well, but one that can be enjoyed with food and alone, okay? Then we have the upper level, third tier. Right below Cabernet. Cabernet, Merlot, right here. And then sometimes it can surpass the Cabernet. But we're talking bold, big, full, heavy, robust, very complex. One that has you sit and think about the woes of the world. Those kind of Merlots I'm talking about. 1, 2, 3 for me. I'm a Merlot drinker. And if I can't get it on the first taste, it's done. That's how I do Merlot. Right. So now, to this wine. Isn't that a cool label? Isn't that a very cool label? Now, I was perusing through my grocery store and I saw this label and I'm like, wow, that's such a cool label. The little clown face here. So the name of the wine is Il Carnevale di Venezia. Okay, the Carnival of Venice. Now, that's on my bucket list to attend that. It's a pretty cool carnival that happens in February in which they dress up in fancy costumes and these fancy masks. This is a huge carnival. Let's see, I've done a Fête, Caribbean Carnival. I've done Mardi Gras. I have to do this one. And then I'm thinking about putting Rio de Janeiro on my list too for carnival. All right, so you got to hit all the carnivals, all right, around the world. And just be able to compare and have fun. So let's get back to review. So this is made with Merlot from the Veneto region. When I think of Merlot from the Veneto region, or just red wines from the Veneto region, I think of wines, with nice acidity, ripe fruit, easy to drink. Like a Montepulciano or something like that. It's a very ripe, fruity, easy to drink, and I'm hoping that this Merlot is going to fall in my first tier category. I may be surprised. $4.99 to $10.99. I bought this at $4.99, but I tell you what, I was at another store that I saw it for $10.99. But we're going to find out if it's a good value at $4.99 or $10.99 or somewhere in between. Look at that color. Check that out. Now, it looks kind of different probably in the video, but when I put it on with my white background, we're looking at a red to ruby garnet type of color here. So it's very light here. More garnet and red here. All right, so very light. Again, it's a non-vintage. Ooh, that nose is instant. Ripe cherry fruit. It makes me think about the Sangiovese, Chianti, very ripe cherry fruit with subtle citrus notes, hints in here, in the background. Coming through also, way in the background, some dark berries, but very faint in the background. Now, the Il Carnevale di Venezia, they also do a semi-sweet red Rosso, which is made with Sangiovese. They do a semi-sweet white Bianco, which is made with Trebbiano. Trebbiano also comes in dry styles. If you can find some of those, give it a try. And they also do a Chianti. They do a Prosecco. They do a Chardonnay, Pinot Grigio. I saw these on the shelf, so quite a nice range. Oh, sparkling a Moscato, and a sparkling rosé. All right, so maybe I'll go back, depending on what we get here, maybe I'll go back and try some of those. That nose is nice. So let's do a two-step process. First, let's taste for acidity. No acidity, no play. Number two, that's when we rate the wine. Okay, this is coming in at 12% alcohol. One more. Very light. 12%, very light. Soft fruit, but it's there. Wonderful finish. Finish for me is plum. You know, like a almost ripened plum. But that initial taste comes in with that bright cherry fruit. Tannins are soft, smooth. Okay? Now for the taste. Here we go. So it passed that test. Acidity, tannins. Structure is pretty decent, you know? Very light. I mean light. Okay? The first initial is a burst of fruit. Finish, you can still taste the fruit, sort of plum, almost like you taste the skin of the plum. You get that little fruity tart taste to it. You know, but very pleasant. You know, I'm gonna say 3/4, and I'll tell you why. This will be a great. I think this will be a great everyday drinking wine, a great sipper. You know, $4.99. I probably wouldn't spend more than $6.99 for it. I think it's a good value at that price. Anything more than that, no. Okay, if you can find it between $4.99 and $6.99, I think it's a good buy. You know, for a nice everyday drinking wine, probably go great with food. You know, you can't let the food be rich in flavor, but have some flavor to it. But it has decent acidity. 3/4. I was just with my friends, sitting out on the deck, cool, having like a slight coolness to it, and just sip on this, you know, outside in the summertime. But there you have it, Wisconsin wine guy, the Il Carnevale, the Venezia, 3/4, non-vintage. It's your Wisconsin wine guy saying to you, as always, let your palate be the guide selecting your wine. And I'm going to see you next time. I'm going to figure out what food I'll have with this. Ciao!